Hello everyone and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. How are you all doing? I hope that you're doing well and are having a lovely spring so far. For me it's been going really good because I've only had one day of allergy attack since spring started, which is super unusual for me because it usually starts in February and I'm usually suffering every other day. So since I'm allergy free right now, I'm going to use this time to continue filming. It's also my kids' spring break, but since it's been raining the past several days, we had to cancel our day trips, and so I'm going to use this time to share with you my coloring haul. Most of the books that I picked up were from last year, and then I did have some overseas purchase that came in January and February. I don't know if you remember me saying in my haul video last year, I think in January or February, that I put myself in a no-buy for Amazon printed coloring books, and I pretty much kept to that no buy, except I did cave on one book, and so I'll be sharing that in this video. But most of the books that I'm sharing are either like subscription magazines, gifts, books from overseas, must get books for myself like Kirby Rosanna's, Johanna Basford. I also had a no buy for colored pencils in 2023, and it did kind of continued into 2024. I didn't purchase any colored pencils. I do not remember if I received any as gifts, but in case I did and I just totally forgot about it, I'm blaming all that on perimenopause. I'm just like everything else, I blame that on. So anyways, I'm thinking this is going to be another long video, so grab a drink and snack, color and craft while I share with you my coloring books and supplies haul. I'm going to go ahead and move these books and get started. Please enjoy seeing what I picked up in the past year. I'll see you guys in a sec. So I'm going to start off sharing these three coloring supplies that I've purchased. So starting off with the melts, I did purchase this last year, but I have not yet tried it out yet. This is for the Holbein Artist Colored Pencils, and it is a blender, so kind of like Gamsol, but this one gives a watercolor effect. It's also odorless to me, so yeah, it's not as bad as the Gamsol. I do need to experiment with this one, and I do also want to try to see if it works on any of the colored pencil sets that I have. So yeah, this is going to be fun to play with. This is the Holbein Melts. And next I have the Copic Opaque White. You can use this if like your Posca pen runs out or you don't want to use the gel pen, it's not working. This one has a fine brush right over here. I did share this in my completed colorings video. I did use it for a couple of colorings, and so it did take a while for me to get used to it. Another thing is you have to be careful to not get a glob of white because there's liquid that's still coming down, so it's like a nail polish. So yeah, I just have to be careful about that. So this is the Copic Opaque White. And next I have the Gansai Tambi Granulating Colors. This has 5 colors and 1 pan set. So you have Aurora Red, Aurora Pink, Aurora Orange, Aurora Blue, and Aurora Violet. And then the extra pan right here. Here is a swatch. So I guess, sorry if you can hear my daughter downstairs. So here's the color and the granulating effects of this watercolor. Very pretty. I used the Aurora Pink, I believe. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to use these. Be great for like galaxy backgrounds. So yeah, very fun to use. This is the Kuretake Gansai Tambi granulating colors. And I'll get that in there. So these are the only 3 coloring supplies that I have, and we'll go ahead and start with the books that I received as gifts. So I'm gonna start off with the Coloring with Your Octopus by Brian Kessinger, and I got this as part of the Christmas exchange gift last December, and it's from Christine, so thank you, Christine. I really wanted this book so much. So yeah, very, very cute. This has been out for a while. Let me see if I can. Yeah, 2014, and then it was republished in 2020. So yeah, it's been out for a while. It's 2-sided, but nice paper, I think. Yeah, such fun, interesting illustration, like a steampunk undersea adventure kind of thing, or octopus adventure. Very, very cute. So thank you, Christine. And yeah, so this one is Coloring with Your Octopus by Brian Kessinger. Next, I have Fishes of Hawaii coloring book by Susan Brandt. This was a souvenir gift from one of my daughter's best friends, Chelsea. Thank you so much, Chelsea. They all went on vacation to Hawaii, a group of friends, and yeah, she brought this back for me, and I love that it has the name of the fish, their scientific name, I'm guessing, and their Hawaiian name, and a little description about them. And yeah, I'm gonna need to like look up pictures on what colors they are. It's gonna be fun to color this one. It's a great souvenir to have. I remember looking through this and I'm like, how did they name this Many-bar goatfish? Yeah. But anyways, this is Fishes of Hawaii coloring book by Susan Brandt. For last Christmas, my brother and sister-in-law gifted me the official Morgana and Oz coloring book. This is a webtoon series, and if you're interested in this series, you can take a screenshot of this and then scan that thing over there. I forgot what that's called. So the story is a paranormal romance between a witch and a vampire. So yeah, pretty thick book. The paper feels nice. It has the colored version on one side, the illustration on the other. You can't use alcohol markers. Well, you can if you want to, but you'll be bleeding through to the picture on the other side. So I'd probably use other mediums to color in this. And so you have your colored version, but you don't have to follow it. I mean, you can color it the way that you want to. Very cute illustrations. I like this one. It's very pretty. So this is the official Morgana and Oz coloring book by Webtoon. And another coloring book from Christmas, with the help of my husband, Mason got this coloring book. This is Disney Celebrations, and this is the third of the Disney books by Thomas Kincaid. So like the other webtoon, it has the colored version and you have the line art on this side. I love that it has Moana. Pinocchio, Alice. This is the cover. Yeah. Winnie the Pooh. Sorry, that's Kenai if you're hearing barking in the background. Snow White. Yeah, I don't think there's any repeats from the other two books. Oh, so cute. So yeah, this is Thomas Kincaid's Celebrations coloring book. These 3 books were Christmas gifts from T of T's World of Adult Coloring. So let me go ahead and do this one. This one is The Cutest of Cute Amigurumi Critters. Illustrations by Kay Camaro, and the patterns are by Rika at Rika Crochet. And so in this book it has 40 original amigurumi illustrations plus crochet patterns in the back. So let me go show you. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here are the illustrations. The axolotl, snowman, abominable snowman. I think that's a frog. I'm not sure. So cute. Another frog. Oh, so cute. Yeah, I really love these illustrations. So this is The Cutest of Cute Amigurumi Critters. Illustrations by Kay Camaro with patterns by Rika. The next book by from T is Sun Tzu's The Art of War coloring book. Illustrations by Pete Katz. And yeah, there's some colored versions in here. It has a little from The Art of War. It's pretty. Sketchy illustrations. That's cool. Yeah, lovely coloring book. This is Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Illustrations by Pete Katz. And the last of the books that T gifted me is Deserted Cats 2. And this is illustrations by Sugar Sweet. Here are some of the illustrations in this book. So it's cats with food. I love food. Cakes, ice cream, cupcakes. So cute. I've seen a lot of colorings from this series of books, so with these cats, so cute. So I'm happy I have one, and I love food, so goes very well. So cute. So this is Deserted Cats 2 by Sugar Sweet. And the last 4 were gifts from my sister when she and her husband went on a trip to Japan. So I'm going to start off with this one, which is just a small pad of illustrations with black background with the Hello Kitty illustration. You can use like gel pens to outline it. It opens this way. So cute. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be gel pens or markers. Yeah, so this was a cute find from my sister. So this is the coloring sheet, black background, Hello Kitty. So while my sister was in Japan, she went to a couple of bookstores looking for Japanese coloring books that I might want, and she was texting me, showing me some books, but I'd be like, I already have that book. So I told her just look for Disney books. I don't have all of them or anything like that, so it'd be easier to track which one I don't have and would want. So this was one of them. This is Disney Girls by Inko Kotoriyama. This book has a jacket on it. It is also a lesson book, and here are other lesson books. And I believe I can't remember which one I have. It's either this one or this one. I know I have this one right here too. Or is it this one? I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I had to look through my collection just to see. So it's a lesson book also. Gives you colors to use, how they look like, how to blend, you know, practicing. I love how they have the Encanto characters too. Yeah. Very, very detailed though. That's the thing with the Inko Kotoriyama coloring books. They're very detailed. Oh, I love this Moana one. And she's so cute. There's also several double page spreads in here. This one. Oh, cute. Yeah. Very cute book. So this is Disney Girls by Inko Kotoriyama. And the other one that she found is Disney Japanese Culture, and also illustrated by Inko Kotoriyama. And it is also a lesson book, so gives you color theories and choose your colors, how to color it. And then, yeah, you have like the Japanese themed wallpaper, kimonos. Oh, it's cute. Oh, so pretty. This is very intricate. I don't know how I would color that one. Maybe just do all blue and then outline like with gel pens or something. Yeah, so yeah, just a Japanese themed Disney coloring book. Again by Inko Kotoriyama. And the last book that my sister brought back from Japan is A Nice Coffee Shop, Glass, Pen, and Ink by Omiso. And this book was a surprise because she got this at another bookstore, didn't know if I had it or not, and I do not have it. I never even saw this one before, so it's a great find from my sister. And yeah, it has nice paper, so you can use watercolor if you wanted to, but mainly I think it's supposed to you're supposed to use like glass ink and or glass pen and an ink, and you like outline it. But I'll probably just go ahead and color it in with pencils. So yeah, so this book has like cafe kind of foods, drinks, treats. It'll just make me hungry. So very cute. You see the cat's paw. Coffee, pancakes, okosama lunch, like tempura. Yeah, very, very cute book. Great find from my sister. So this is, again, A Nice Coffee Shop by Omiso. Next, I'm going to be sharing with you the Coloring Heaven magazines that I got from my subscription last year. I did cancel my subscription. I think December was my last magazine. And I decided, like, if there's any magazines from now on that I would want, I'm just going to get the digital version if it's available. So gonna share with you all of the magazines that I got from last year. I got the Fantasy Mushroom Special. So this is 40 fantastical fungi designs from several different artists. Some MD Nausha, Kanatic, that's cute. Moshikomo, I don't know how many different artists there are. Minori Cozy Shop, oh, so cute. Maritel, Tiana Gio, Lainey Dow. I'm familiar with her. Cute. Audrey 1005 and Abdullah Sibti. So yeah, a lot of mushrooms from different artists. So this is Coloring Heaven's Fantasy Mushroom Special. Next from Coloring Heaven, I have Winged Fantasy Special, illustrations by Adele Lorienne. I do have her coloring book that she put out several years ago. Actually, my picture on my Instagram and on YouTube is a coloring that I did of one of her illustrations. Oh, super adorable. Yeah, I love that there's a mix of like grayscale, heavy grayscale and line art. Good for Christmas. Lots of, I don't know if you call them angels or maybe some winged elves or something like that. Looks like a moth. So cute. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, so this one is Coloring Heaven's Winged Fantasy Special with illustrations by Adele Lorienne. Next, I have the Coloring Heaven Gothic Pinup Special. These are illustrations by Anna Marie. And yeah, very, very beautiful, naughty illustrations. We'll see witches. So if you don't like witches, fast forward a little bit. And yeah. Cute. I like how they have like word highlights are going to be. So this is Coloring Heaven Gothic Pinup Special by Anna Marie. And here is the Coloring Heaven Fashionable Fairies Special. I believe this is by Ava Brown. So these are different fairies and wearing cute outfits, flowers. I wonder if they're all by the same illustrator or like different ones. It doesn't really say, because this one looks different from this one. So, but they're all fairies. So this is the Coloring Heaven Fashionable Fairy Special. And next I have Coloring Heaven Peter Pan Special with illustrations by Stenaira. And it's based on the original story by J.M. Barry. Or Barry. So I'm going from the back to the front. So this is Tinkerbell. I love the illustrations of this version. Captain Hook, Peter Pan, Tiger Lily. She's pretty. Slightly. The twins. Wendy Soul Flight. Nana. So cute. John Darling. So this is illustrations by Stenaira, the Coloring Heaven Peter Pan Special. Next, I have Coloring Heaven Halloween Special. This has 8 extra designs, and it has illustrations by Agoto Pop, Francois Gaurier, Jen Katz, Coloring Book Cafe, White Stag, and Creative Haven. Creative Haven. So Francois Gautier. I probably saying his name wrong. This is White Stag. From Creative Haven. Coloring Book Cafe. Jen Katz, another Coloring Book Cafe. Oh, I didn't realize they had a lot in here. And Agoto Pop. You can see that mine is kind of bent. My woman likes to put, even though it says do not fold, likes to fold it into our mailbox. So yeah, anyway, so this is the Coloring Heaven Halloween Special. And here we have Coloring Heaven, the Little Mermaid Special with illustrations by Fabiana Trere. And yeah, super beautiful illustrations. I just love the way she draws her women. And she also gives a little shadowed area for their lips and their eyes. Very beautiful. I'm so happy that they came out with this illustration or this set by Fabiana, because I really love her work. So yeah, so this is the Little Mermaid Special by Fabiana Trere. And here I have Coloring Heaven Dragon Special. So this one comes with 8 extra designs, so it's 48 Fantastic Dragons by R.J. Hampson, Pana Zamba, Elizabeth R. Best, and Herb Leonard. So Herb Leonard's in the back here. I already have several of his coloring books, but I don't remember this one. The Lap Dragon, the Dragon with the Flagon, or Game Night, playing Dungeons and Dragons. Very cool. And this one is Pana Jamba. Very like realistic looking. Here's R.J. Hampson. I believe I have this book too. So yes, love his illustrations too. Here's Elizabeth R. Best. Oh, so cool. Oh, so cute. Oh. So this one is Coloring Heaven's Dragon Special. And the next one is Coloring Heaven Fantasy Pets Special with illustrations by Hannah Lynn and Anna Proteus. So I believe Hannah Lynn came out with a Fantasy Pets coloring book, but I didn't get the physical version, I got the PDF version. So I had to remember to print those out. It's with the Mammoth, Jungle Princess, oh, Heavenly Pets, Fox, Dragons. Here's one by Anna Proteus. So these are her illustrations. A Yeti, Pin. Is that like a penguin with wings or something? Your flowers, dragon, chameleon. Ooh, what is this one? Big owl. Oh, Very cute. So this is Coloring Heaven Fantasy Pet Special by Hannah Lynn and Anna Proteus. And then the last from my subscription is Coloring Heaven Traditional Christmas Specials or Special. It has 48 illustrations from Agoto Pop, Jen Cass, Teresa Goodridge, oh, and many more. So Teresa Goodridge, Marty Noble from Creative Haven. This is from Shutterstock. Jen Katz, Teresa Goodridge. I guess they got it all mixed up. Usually they would put all the same artists together. Jessica Mazurkowitz, which hers is all together. Shutterstock. Another one from Shutterstock. Agota Pop. Teresa Goodridge. So this is Coloring Heaven Traditional Christmas Special. And I got one more for Coloring Heaven. This is the collection edition, and it's inspired illustrations that were inspired by Bridgerton. And the illustrator, I believe, is Fabiana Trere. Yes. Oh, very beautiful. Again, I love her illustration. Gorgeous. This would be nice to color in as you watch the series on Netflix. Very beautiful. So this is the last of the Coloring Heaven I'm sharing. This is the collection edition with illustrations inspired by Bridgerton, and the illustrator is Fabiana Trere. And so now I am sharing with you the book that I caved in to break my no-buy for Amazon printed coloring books. This is Floral Babies Portrait Coloring Book by Lana Green. And I do have the first one, but this one, when I saw it, I wanted to make sure I didn't have any of the PDFs. I do have one though. I think it was this one. But the rest of them I do not have, so I wanted to go ahead and get this one. I do have the first one from her series that I got 2 years ago, I think. And then now when I went back on Amazon to see what books she has, there's like 4 more. I think it's up to Portrait Coloring Book 5, I think. So I'm just going to wait and try to color in the books that I have from her first, and then I'll see about maybe picking up her other ones. But yeah, I just really love her illustrations. Her girls are just so pretty, so cute. So yeah, I really melted and just needed to get this book. Very beautiful. Gosh. So beautiful. So yeah, this is Floral Babies Portrait Coloring Book by Lana Green. Next I have Creative Haven Garden Gnomes Coloring Book by Teresa Goodridge. This is such an adorable coloring book, and it's going to be a great one to color. I like this one for this spring and summer when all the flowers are in bloom, and some fall pictures too. Did they have winter? Ooh, watermelon. Super adorable. So this is Creative Haven Garden Gnomes by Teresa Goodridge. Next I have Crystal Vogel's Magical Mermaids, and I believe I got this on Amazon last year when it was available. This is a German coloring book, so it opens up like this, so it can, I don't know if it's gonna lay flat. Probably have to crease the binding, so it has little lessons for you on how to color, how to blend the colors. So this book I notice is very, very intricate, lots of stuff going on. But I'm sure if you break it down to like the sea, the boat, the sand, you can break it up into pieces to color. But yeah, lots of details, especially in like their fin, the scales. That's pretty. Look at this one. Lots of cute pages to color. So this is Crystal Vogel's Magical Mermaids. Next one is The Knights of Trere by Aleph Vernon. I actually followed him on TikTok and I loved watching what new illustrations he came out with during the Eras tour. So this is based on Taylor Swift and all of her albums. And I want to get another one just so that I can use alcohol markers on this. So yeah, The Knights of Trere. I love his illustration. So it starts off with the Bard, which is her debut. Very beautiful. See, like, I would want to color that and this one. To do it with pencils, where the pencils transfer. I'm all like, maybe I should just get two so I can do alcohol markers. Don't have to worry about the other side. But yeah. So here's the damsel for Fearless. The princess for Speak Now. You can see the dragon. You can see it. There's the eyes. Beautiful. The warrior for Red. The paladin for 1989. The gorgon for Reputation. Oh, this would be good for snakes this year. More snakes. The archer for Lover. Like Jack Antonoff, maybe the Hames sisters. I think I skipped the intro thing. Here's the fairy, and I think this one is for Folklore. This is like the cabin that she was standing on top of in the Eras tour. I love this one. And then you have Evermore, the Witch. The Empress for Midnight. That's nice. I love the outfit. It looks cool. And then the Poet for the Tortured Poets Department. It's a nice stained glass picture illustration. Yeah, sorry, kind of like took my time with this one. I really love this book. I love his illustrations. So this is The Knights of Trere by Aleph Vernon. Next is the Magical Woodland coloring book. Has 30 illustrations and it's by Kate Pellerin, who is the creator of Poopy Cat. I don't know what Poopy Cat is. I wonder if that maybe a cartoon. I've seen several wonderful colorings from this book already from last year. I like that it's single-sided, so you can go in with like whatever mediums you want and don't have to worry about ruining any illustrations on this side. But yes, very cute. So this is the Magical Woodland Coloring Book by Kate Pellerin. Next I have Mythographic Rainbow Realms with illustrations by Weronika Kalinska. And so this is a book with single-sided illustrations, perforated paper, and the theme is rainbow. So you can add rainbow colors, or you don't have to. You can color it the way you want. But the theme for this coloring book is rainbow. And I've seen so many beautiful colorings from this book, so when I saw that it was on sale on Amazon, I went ahead and picked it up. A very, very beautiful book. So this is Mythographic Rainbow Realms by Weronika Kalinska. Another mythographic book, this is Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio. And same thing as the other one, single-sided, perforated paper. I love Fabiana Attanasio's illustrations, so this was an immediate buy for me. I went ahead and picked it up. Sorry if you can hear the helicopter in the background. I live right by the hospital, so they usually have a helicopter that lands there sometimes. Or flies out of there sometimes. So here's a dragon. More rainbows. Oh, it's cute little homes. So this is Fantasy Forest, or Mythographic Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio. Next I have the newest Johanna Basford book, Magical Worlds, an Enchanted Coloring Adventure. And yeah, I don't know, Johanna Basford I immediately pick up. I do need to color more in her books though. I love that she has little small illustrations, or you can just color maybe like one a day or something like that. You don't have to color the whole page like this one. So cute. There's a frog mandala. I just love her work, so it's immediate buy for me to get her books. Yeah, so this is Johanna Basford's Magical Worlds. Next I got Camilla de Erico's newest book, Pop Manga Flights of Fancy coloring book. And yeah, this one is super cute. I love her illustration too. So hers is another must buy for me. I can't help it. I must collect her books. I just love her illustration, and her art is just so cute. So adorable. Love her work. All the bees. Dragonfly. This is pretty. Little fairy. So this is Pop Manga Flights of Fancy by Camilla de Erico. Another new book by Kirby Rosanis this time is Dark Fairy Tales, and I'm sure everyone's seen this, have seen the flip through, have seen lots of awesome coloring from this book. Love Kirby's work. Like the others, a must-have for me. So his work is very intimidating. I would need like a lot of Oh, it's this one, Ugly Duckling. There's a color along for that one. A lot of thought to go into it. What am I gonna do? Like his other books, he does give a little information for each of his illustration, so you can read up on the fairy tale that the illustration is about. Gives you the page numbers. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful book to have. This is Kirby Rosanna's Dark Fairy Tales. And here I have Magical Love, a romantasy coloring book. This is the ethereal romantic fantasy scenes to color with illustrations by Echo Chernik. And I was not familiar with Echo Chernik's work until I saw her work through the full coverage cross stitch websites. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, I saw her art through there and just fell in love with her work. So when I saw that she had a coloring book out, I picked it up. And I love romantic fantasy books, so works well. You can pick out a page of a book you're reading and color it the way the characters' looks are. Yeah, lots of thin line and thick lines, so it looks very detailed. So some mandala like. I like this one. So this is Magical Love, a romantasy coloring book by Echo Chernik. Next I have Sagin by Maria Trolla. So there is an English version that's coming out, and the title is Fairy Tale Worlds. So this one has illustrations of fairy tales, myths, and legends. It is Maria Trolla, and yeah, her work is one that is an instant buy for me also. And very beautiful illustrations. So this one, you know, immediately is Beauty and the Beast. Like a phoenix maybe. Little Red Riding Hood. Thumbelina maybe? Or this one's Thumbelina. I wonder if it has it in the back. Oh yes, so in the back it tells you which fairy tales, myths, or legends it's about. So mine's is in Swedish, I think, and so I'll just use Google Translate for that. So you should have this in the American version or the US version of this book. So this is Sagin, again, Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolla. And here I have Emily Liedel Oberg, Fairy Tales and Folklore coloring book. This is a reprint of her previous coloring book that went out of print, Sagar Oxagnar, and I do have that book. But when this one came out, I did want to support her and purchase this book too. And it also has 10 more new illustrations, which I'm sure a lot of people already know. This came out last year, and yeah, I've just been piling all of my new books together because I always intended to make a haul video, but it kept getting pushed off. So yeah. So I do want to try to get in here and color in this book. Love her illustration. So if she does come out with another book, I'd most likely want to go out and try to get it too. So yeah, very happy that she came out with such a well put together book. I think this is new, these two. So this is Fairy Tales and Folklore coloring book by Emily Liedel Oberg. Next I have Orchard Full of Fairies by Klara Markova. So this one I purchased through Etsy, Comes with a postcard and a bookmark to color. I just love her books too. Yeah, so a lot of my purchases were from illustrators that I love and admire and want to support. So that's mainly what my haul is. So cute. The little bats. Yeah, so many beautiful illustrations. I love this whale one too. Yes, so this is Orchard Full of Fairies by Klara Markova. I also hauled books from Aladdin, and so thankful to Shell from Shell's Coloring Journey for putting out a video on how to purchase from the Aladdin website. So this was one that I purchased last year. It is the Garden Lady, and this is the hardcover book by Lana Green. And so yes, very, very beautiful book. And here in this book, she gives you a little contents page. And then you have the colored version on this side, and then the illustration on this side. Very beautiful illustration. I love her work. So yeah, this one, when I saw it, I immediately bought it. So yeah, this is Garden Lady by Lana Green, a portrait and botanical coloring book. And then this year in January, I did another Aladdin purchase, and this time I purchased these 4 books. So I'm going to start off with this one. Oops, this came out of this right here. So I think this one was part of a series. So this one is the Midsummer Rest coloring book by Jeon Seon Jin, and this one, like the other Korean books, have the colored version on this side with the illustration on this side. Very, very cute illustrations. So yeah, I believe this one has, it comes in a series. I believe there's a spring and a winter one, and an autumn one. So again, this is Midsummer Rest coloring book by Jeon Seon Jin, and that same illustrator also did this panda coloring book. This one is called Panda Family's 4-season coloring book, and so this one came with 4 poster cards, like, oh gosh, I don't have a ruler with me, right? Like 8 by 8 maybe. So here's one, so cute, with the cherry blossoms, here with apples, and a Halloween one. This is nice to frame and put up. And then yeah, like the other one, you have your colored version and your line art on the other side. I like how they give like a shaded area for where all the black of the panda goes. It's a Christmas one, it's autumn, Halloween, summer, Panda Day, probably spring. So cute. So this is Panda Family's 4-season coloring book by Jeon Seon Jin. Next, I picked up the Cat and Girl coloring book, and this is by Rowan Art. And I like this one. It's not as busy as her first book, so it gives you a little like contents in the front, colors. These Prismacolor, and I don't know what the other one is. We'll have to Google that, how to color them in. But I like how it's like a simple page with just a girl and a cat. So yeah, these would be fun to color. And then you have the scenes right here. I love how she uses the different colors and blends them all, like the pinks and the yellows, the way she does her bubble. Oh, it's very pretty. Yes, very beautiful book. So this is Cat and Girl coloring book by Rowan Art. And the last book I got from Aladdin is, oh, when I Google translated it, it said super lady coloring book, but I'm thinking they mean famous women coloring book. So again, like the other Korean coloring books, you have content in the front, how to color in this book, mediums to use, little tutorials. It's just nice. You just have to use Google Translate to know what they're saying. So you have your colored version here, and then your line art. So this one tells you who the person is, Maria Callas, the year they're born, and when they died, what country they're from. Anne Frank, so pretty. Emily Dickinson, Isadora Duncan, Jane Austen. I like this one. I love Jane Austen. Frida Kahlo. And here, Madame de Pompadour. Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, so famous women, probably in history or ever. Mother Teresa, Florence Nightingale, Marie Antoinette. Yeah. So this is famous women, and the artist is Apple Horong. So I forgot to mention, put the ISBN number here. So that is the ISBN number for famous women, and if you would like the ISBN for Cat and Girl coloring book by Rowan, here it is. If I can leave links for them down below, I will. Here is the Panda Family, and then the Midsummer coloring book. So these are all of the books that I purchased from Aladdin just this January. So next I'm going to be sharing with you my Amazon Japan haul. I did one in January and one in February, trying to get the books that I want before tariffs were going to mess up the prices and stuff. So I don't know which one I got from January or February, so I'm just going to share with you the books by size. So this one is about like 8 by 8. It's a square sized book, and this one is the Greek mythology coloring book. Its illustrator is Yoshimi Sekiguchi, and this one comes with the like lessons on how to color it, the colored version of some of the illustrations, table of contents, a little forward, probably about the book and the illustrator. So here are the Greek gods, Zeus and Hera, most likely. And yeah, there goes my dogs again. And the thing with this book, gives you a little information about each of the illustration. So this one is about the gods, and I think these are the stories. So this one will give you information about what the illustration is about right here. And then at the end you have the stained glass illustrations, and then also a little information about each of those two. Very beautiful book. Love the illustrations in here. So this one is the Greek mythology coloring book by Yoshimi Sekiguchi, and just in case, here is the ISBN. Next, I have the Flower Smile coloring book by Yufuko, and this one has a jacket, simple cover. This one has a lot of beautiful portrait illustrations. So in the beginning, it gives you colored versions of the illustration. Well, how to color in this book. And then these are one-sided illustration. This one just like a small picture of the illustration in the front plus the information about them. So you can use alcohol markers or watercolor. Very, very beautiful. So I can't remember if I mentioned if you want a flip through, if no one has done it yet, and if you want me to do it, just let me know in the comment section and I'll try to get it out to you as soon as possible. Here is the ISBN number. And again, I cannot remember if I said that I'm going to have all the books listed down below in the video description, and if they have a link, if I can find one for you, I'll put it down there too. So this is Just Smile or Flower Smile coloring book by Yufuko. Next I have Romantic Gothic, and this is by London Sirosaki. So this one, another with a jacket. So this one has an illustration in the front. So yeah, gothic theme, but very, very pretty. So here's an index. So this is tea parties and sweets. So each chapter is themed. This one you have a lot of food. This one is fashionable girls and cute animals. Gothic looking dresses, kimono, and cats. Next, night festivals, delightful ghosts. So like witches, ghosts. This is cute with the cat ghost. And this one is Fantastic Worlds, Daydreams. And here's a color sample. And then a how-to color with pencils. And then with watercolor and pencils. So this is Romantic Gothic by London Sirosaki, and here is the ISBN number. The next Japanese book is Wonderful Houses in an Imaginary World by Mona. And so this is part of the series that has this binding right over here. I don't know what they call this series, but I believe Mona has another book under there. So here, Seasonal Wreaths, Plants and Friends. This one, Japanese Scenery. I didn't get this one. I just got this one. So yeah, so this has different rooms. Here's the colored version. How to color. Fairy tale and fantasy. So look inside the house, the front of the fantasy house. Very beautiful illustrations from Mona. Love her work from the other books, so yeah. this has become an instant buy for me when I saw it. And here are the characters in the imaginary world. Yep. So here's the ISBN number. And yeah, so this is The Wonderful Houses in an Imaginary World by Mona. And next is another one, I think, that comes from the same series. This is Midnight Tea Party with Plush Animals by Pochi. And yeah, so here are the others in the series. Colored versions. How to color. They have a lot of 2-page spreads in this book too. So it looks like, I was looking through this, it's like what's happening in the house when the boy leaves. And the boy's there to play. What's going on with the stuffed animals. Kind of like Toy Story. I love this one. I wonder if someone, I've probably seen a coloring of this one, cannot remember, but I can imagine someone's already colored that. Oh, this is pretty. Little space theme. Yep. So this is again Midnight Tea Party with Plush Animals by Pochi. And here is the ISBN number. Okay. Next is the Kuusugai's coloring book that travels through the season. This is by Noriko and Yuki Nishimura, and I believe this is the second book. I do not have the first one. I wasn't really interested in that one. I didn't see myself coloring it, but when I saw this one and it's a seasons book, I don't know, I just fall for the seasons books, so I picked this one up. I don't know, I love the illustrations in this one compared to the first one. So I went ahead and picked it up. This one is perforated, so you can take it out of the coloring book if you would like. And here are the colored versions of each of the illustrations. So you can copy the way they colored it, or kind of pick a color or two and then change some. Or sometimes you might have to try to figure out how you're going to do the background, so it gives you an idea. So it's nice that they put the colored versions of the illustration. And then in the beginning of the book, they have a how-to color in this book. So this is Kuusugai's coloring book that travels through the seasons by Noriko and Yuki Nishimura. And here's the ISBN. I keep forgetting. Here it is. And next is Erie's newest book, and I think this is the latest one that I got, so it was in my second order. The title is Magical Country Loromia Coloring Book, again by Erie, and it has a jacket. Oh, I love the cover of this. And little map, the island. I've seen a coloring of this page already. I don't want to say who it is because I can't remember if it's correct or not. I don't know if it's correct or not. But yeah, beautiful coloring of that page. Very pretty book. Again, if you don't know, Erie draws her illustrations with ink and a toothpick, which is just awesome. And here, Mary Abbott is the little girl in the story. And I forgot the name of her bird. I think it's in the beginning here. I forgot. I Google translated it and then forgot. So here's the ISBN. And so this is the Magical Country Loromia coloring book by Erie. Next, I got Storefront coloring book by Urban Anna. So this is Storefront coloring book from around the world. So I believe there's a Korean version of this book also. You'll see in this one, it gives you a little color theory, the index of all the storefronts. You can see that it looks watercolor. And in the beginning, I did Google translate it, and it said that it's not good to put your watercolor on this page because it will buckle. Mainly, if you're gonna watercolor this illustration, they say that you should trace it and put it on a watercolor paper. So yeah, so for me, I'd probably be using pencils in this book. Or if I'll try to see if I can use a water-based medium. Test it on one of the pages. Looks like a French storefronts. This one's San Antonio, Texas. Oh no, someone just wrote that. Oh, they just wrote it. Okay. Yeah, so lots of storefront pictures. So pretty. I like the way they did this. So this is Storefront coloring book around the world by Urban Anna, or could be Anna Urban, because in Japan they like to put the last name first and then the first name last. So here is the ISBN number. And yes, another new release. This one is by Kanako Egusa, called Leon's Journey. And this is another book that I've also, I like how they have the cover here. I've seen so many beautiful colorings from this book already too. So I'm glad I am showing the books for my haul so that I can try to get in here and do some coloring on all of the books. It won't be right away. I don't color that fast, but I just need to get in and just get started. There's frogs. Oh my gosh. I haven't really gotten a good look in here, so I'm gonna need to take my time and look at each of the illustration. But I'm sure there are a lot of flip throughs of this book. What is this here? Oh, advent calendar. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Okay, probably gonna have to do this for this Christmas. This advent calendar. Yep, so here is the ISBN number in case you need it. And so this is Leon's Journey by Kanako Egusa. And the last book I have for you is the Kuma Countries Kuma Coloring Book by Chip. So Kuma is bear, so really it's Bear's Country. Bear coloring book by Chip. And this book is tall compared to all of the other coloring books I shared with you from Japan. Here is an 8.5 by 11. So this is probably like 8.5 and that much. So yeah, this one, like the other ones, they give you colored examples. Sorry for the glare. Colored example of the illustrations. And here is the illustration here. It is one-sided. Yes. So you have the colored versions in the beginning to look at for reference. I noticed how very detailed this is, like this one. Look at that. Like a tropical forest. Here's a landscape view. I like it's on this side. I don't like it when the books go like this, and so it's hard to color. This one is not, oh, it is perforated. So this one has perforated illustrations in it. Another landscape. Oh, this is cute. Lots of cute illustration. It gives you a number here, so we have 24 illustrations. So because it's so busy, if you need to look up close, if your eyesight is not as good as all these other young people out there, I know my eyes is getting bad, I would take a picture of it with your phone and then just zoom in, like these little small details of the ducks under the bridge, all those food. So yeah, so this is Bear Country's Bear Coloring Book by Chip, and that is the last of my coloring haul. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I picked up in a year. So that's from February 2024 to now. And if you've seen my previous coloring hauls, I think I did pretty good for one whole year, because usually my hauls are like, especially for a month or 2 months worth of hauls, is usually bigger than what I've showed you in this video. So yeah, for one whole year and a couple months, this is pretty good for me. So I'm going to continue to try to be a little picky about what I buy. This year I'm still, going to be on a no buy for Amazon coloring books. I may break the no buy for books like Lana Green, R.J. Hampson, Christine Karen, but I want to try to color in the books I do have from them before I buy any of their newer books. So I'm gonna hold myself to that, to color and at least one page of all of their books before I buy any more of their newer books. And regarding books from like Aladdin or Amazon Japan or any of the other overseas booksellers like from Etsy or iMusic, I'm going to refrain from purchasing from there for now. So we'll see if I have any more hauls this year. And if this is your first video that you're seeing, I do have my completed colorings video out from a few days ago, and on there I did share where I've been for the year and why I am doing my completed colorings, and right now my haul, and why it took me a whole year. So basically my husband and I were in a sorry, I'm like losing my voice. We're in a business of letting go of or letting out our townhome for Airbnb in Verbo and some like traveling nurses website, and we did it for 2 years, but by the end of last year, you know, for reasons I stated in that video, we decided it was best, you know, for our well-being, for our family, and also financially, to sell the house. And we sold it in time. So this year I want to try to, you know, spend more time with my family, going on trips, and then also when we're not doing that, to try to do more coloring, and of course get some recording done. I still do get like jittery anxiety when I record. It takes me a while to get started, and so it takes me hours to even do this video. I think I'm on like my third hour because I kept stumbling, or like someone's at the door, so I would have to pause, delete, and redo it again. So yeah, so hopefully, you know, once I get used to it, it wouldn't be so nerve-wracking. It'll be a lot faster for me to record. So anyways, if you're still here watching and listening to my ramble, thank you so much for watching. And I want to thank everyone that loves such a lovely and sweet welcome on my completed colorings video. You guys are so sweet, and I appreciate all of you. Yeah, I've made it feel so oh gosh, I don't know, easy doesn't sound like the right word. Maybe a smooth transition for me to jump back in and continue with my channel. So I really felt, you know, all of your love, all of your support. So again, thank you so much. And yeah, so that is it. I will see you in my next video. Please take care, keep safe, spread love and kindness, and happy colorings, my friends. Bye bye.